Merton's trip took him to California, to Alaska, to India, and to Ceylon, where, in front of a statue of the Buddha, he had a deeply prayerful and mystical experience. During an interfaith conference in Bangkok, Thailand, Merton gave a brief lecture and then left the group. He had lunch and then took a bath. A cry was heard from his room, and he was found in his bedroom, lying on the floor, grasping an electric fan. Merton had come out of the bathtub, slipped on the tile floor, and grabbed the fan to break his fall. The fan electrocuted him, and he died instantly. He was 53 years old. Merton's body was carried back to the monastery on a U.S. military plane that, with a strange irony, also carried the bodies of the dead soldiers from the Vietnam War. Thomas Merton's grave at Gethsemane is a plain one, marked, like all the Trappist graves, with a simple white cross. His reads, Father Louis Merton, died December 10, 1968. He lies under the green grass with his Trappist brothers very near the Abbey Church. Chapter 2. The Story of a Corporate Soul. Before going further, I should point something out. Despite any stereotypes anyone may have about the Jesuits, I am not an academic or a scholar. As St. Paul would say, by no means. I do not have multiple doctorates, as do some of my Jesuit brothers. I don't even have one. I don't publish in any scholarly journals. I am not tenured anywhere, nor have I ever taught in a college or university or a high school. So I won't be able to propose any sophisticated theological hypotheses on Thomas Merton or the true self based on years of groundbreaking scholarly research. I'm not going to propose anything academic, as a matter of fact. Besides, there are plenty of good books written by scholars who have studied Merton's writings for years and years. It is fair to say that Merton has been written about more than he wrote, which is quite something when you think about his prodigious output. In any event, I'm no academic, and so would never try to match the research of the great scholars who have written about Merton. All I have to offer is my own experience, my own reading of Thomas Merton, and what his writings on the true self have meant in my own spiritual life. Yet Merton said many times that when it comes to spirituality, experience is the place to start. And my experience with Merton has taught me a great deal about what it means to be holy and what it means to be yourself. In short, Merton tells us a lot about what it means to become a saint. With that in mind, let's start with experience. You could say that my own vocation to the Jesuits was born at Corpus Christi Church in New York City, specifically at the baptismal font in the rear of the church, the spot where Thomas Merton was baptized in 1938. And though I have spent a good deal of my adult life in New York, it was only recently that I first came upon that icon of Merton's life. After moving to New York as a Jesuit, whenever I was passing through the neighborhood, I would make a special trip to Corpus Christi, hoping to visit the place where Merton's life started anew.